Hello all, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to check on some real-time scenario for copying a flat file from a local server to a cloud destination. So here I am considering my desktop as my local server, a local file system, and I am trying to copy it to a cloud destination, okay, to a blob. Okay, for example, you can see this is my local volume D. I have a sample file here. I am trying to copy this file to a cloud blob. Okay, so for that I've created a basic activity, a basic pipeline with only one activity, a copy data activity. So I've defined my source as my on-prem file system with this location, and sink is going to be my blob file system. Okay, but the thing is, in the latest version of integration runtime, what happens is the we are getting an issue with saying the data the access is not allowed, the operation is getting failed and all the stuff. Okay, so this issue is coming because in the latest integration runtime the folder path validation is enabled automatically. Okay, so I'm testing connection again. Let me show that for you. Just go to C drive, program files, the latest integration runtime, which is the self-hosted integration runtime for our on-prem data sources. Okay, so this being our on-prem data source, I have downloaded, I have installed the self-hosted integration runtime. I have connected the integration runtime through the IR keys, and the integration runtime is working fine now. Okay, but still the pipeline is unable to fetch the data from the source. See, the access to the location is not allowed. This is happening because the folder path validation is automatically enabled in our latest integration runtime. Latest integration runtime say in the 5.0 version. In the previous version it was working fine. So go to the 5.0 version, go to the shared folder. So we already have an application which helps us to enable and disable this folder path validation. We are just going to execute this in our command prompt and then try to check in our data factory. So just open command prompt, give run as administrator, and here change the directory to this path. Okay, once changed. So we already have an article from Microsoft regarding the issue. Okay, I'm adding this link to the video so that you can just go through it, and you are going to execute the disable local folder path validation command. So once the local folder path validation is being disabled, our data factory should be able to make connection through link service to our local file. Okay, so in the latest update in the integration runtime, it is not working. Okay, and now I'm trying to test my connection again. This should work. If you have a question, how did we find out the issue is with the local folder path validation, you can go to the logs. Okay, see, now the connection is successful. You are able to make connection to the local folder path. So now you might get this question, how did we find out the issue is with the local folder path validation? Just go to diagnostics, go to view logs. The logs will open here, and in the log it will be clearly mentioned that there is a validation failure and we need to disable the local folder path validation. Okay, so an exception has to be created. Fine, let us go back to our pipeline now. So now I'm trying to debug this pipeline, which is just going to copy my files from source to the sink. The pipeline is queued now. So now we should be able to find this file, say the file in volume D, the sample file in our blob. Okay, so this is our blob. So let me see what happens. So once this copy data activity is completed, the file should be moved from our local to this blob. Okay, so this is completed, so this is succeeded. Let me go to my blob and refresh. Okay, I've received the file, I've got the same file, but I could see the name of the file is different. Okay, so the file is being copied from source to the target, but the name of the file is different. So this being a binary file, you are not going to have any details mentioned in the sync part. Okay, you don't have any mapping defined, because this is just a flat file which just says image. Okay, so what we have to do is, so to make sure that the file names are same from source and the target, between the source and target, in the copy behavior, just go and give preserve hierarchy and try to debug it again. So now while you're debugging, so this should be copying the data again from this location to the target location. So in the target location, now we should be able to get the same file with the same file name. Okay. Once this is executed completely, we'll again check the status of the file in our blog. So try to implement few real-time scenarios like this so that you'll feel confident during interviews. Okay, so the copy data is succeeded. If I go back to my blog and refresh it, you can see I get the same file name here. Okay, just because I have mentioned to preserve hierarchy on this stuff. Thank you all. Wishing you all the best.